time of year, a new home. Their days revolving around the arrivals and departures of thousands of tourists. Suddenly, the familiar voice of her former owner filled Martha with terror. "How do you do?" he said, reaching out for her. Instinctively, she turned to flee the grasp of the man she had escaped once before. Her husband followed closely. Seizing his opportunity, the man shouted that he would give $100 to anyone who would arrest her. Several bystanders started after her. Quickly, the waiters from the hotel stepped in to block their pursuit, hoping to give Martha a good lead. She ran for her life to the ferry stands. The roar of the falls and her own pounding heart drowned out the footfalls of the men behind her. She took the stairs 3 or 4 at a time, all the way to the river, where she climbed into the lone docked boat and grabbed the oars. Her husband leapt into the stern. The push from the waiters, they glided beyond the edge. Her husband's whoops and cries could be heard above the crashing falls. Martha would feel no relief until she reached the safety. Eyes coming through Niagara Falls. In most cases, the details of their journeys are left to our imagination. There are, however, Martha was happy to be able to share a moment with her husband in front of the hotel. It was a busy time of the year in her new home in the north, their days revolving around the arrivals and departures of thousands of tourists. Suddenly, the familiar voice of her former owner filled Martha with terror. "How do you do?" he said, reaching out for her. Instinctively, she turned to flee the grasp of the man she had escaped once before. Her husband followed closely. Seizing his opportunity, the man shouted that he would give $100 to anyone who would arrest her. Several bystanders started after her. Quickly, the waiters from the hotel stepped in to block her pursuit, hoping to give Martha a good lead. She ran for her life to the ferry stands. The roar of the falls and her own pounding heart drowned out the footfalls of the men behind her. She took the stairs 3 or 4 at a time, all the way to the river, where she climbed into the lone docked boat and grabbed the oars. Her husband leapt into the stern. Patrick Sneed, a waiter at the Cataract House, had just finished serving dinner when a marshal approached him. "Here, you served me. I'll give you some change," he said. "You must be mistaken. I did not wait on you," replied the suspicious Sneed. He realized too late that it was a trap, surely set by the master he had fled 4 years earlier. He hollered for help. His fellow waiters came to his aid. Sneed's silk cravat cut into his neck as he clung desperately to the doorframe. The waiters, determined to protect one of their own, finally overpowered the marshals and rushed a shaken Sneed toward the ferry to Canada. On the way, Sneed thought he heard someone in the crowd say, "Murderer!" The lie filled him with terror. He was desperate to get across the river. "Stop that murderer!" came the cry from shore. This time loud and clear. The ferryman paused, considering what to do. Sneed pleaded, then looked on helplessly at the angry, growing crowd as the ferryman slowly began rowing back. They landed. A brawl had broken out, and the waiters were unable to prevent the marshals from arresting Sneed. He would spend the next 10 days in jail, and most of his earnings on a lawyer. Finally, a judge dismissed the case as fraud, fabricated by Sneed's former owner to secure his arrest. Relieved, but exhausted and broke, Sneed left immediately for Canada, where his freedom would be assured. Harriet Tubman, known as Moses, led freedom seekers to the Promised Land, also referred to as Canaan Land. In her later years, she recounted the story of one fugitive, Joe Bailey, who was so gripped by fear during the perilous journey north from Maryland that he didn't utter a word or look up until Tubman exclaimed that they had finally reached Canada. Joe's determination and courage to persevere against great odds embodies the strength of all of those who have crossed to freedom.
I'm on my way to Canaan land. I'm on my way for Canaan land. On my way, Canaan land. On my way, glory, hallelujah. I'm on my way. I had a mighty hard time, but I'm on my way. I had a mighty hard time on my way. Mighty hard time on my way. On my way, Lord, hallelujah, on my way. I have been praying so hard, Lord, I'm on my way.